Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Sara Sampaio. From Porto's coastline to global runways, Sara Sampaio has one of those careers that feels like a perfect collision of timing, talent, and unmistakable presence. Born on July 21, 1991. In Porto, Portugal, she grew up by the Atlantic with a mix of shyness, ambition, and an early fascination with fashion imagery. She didn't set out thinking she'd become the country's most recognizable supermodel, but life had other plans. A breakout moment. Her entry into the fashion world began in 2007 when she won a national modeling contest in Portugal. That win opened the doors, but it was her persistence that kept them wide open. She signed with major agencies and quickly started booking international campaigns, moving from the Portuguese market to global stages. The Victoria's Secret era. Most people around the world first saw her in the iconic Victoria's Secret fashion show. She became a regular presence in the brand's campaigns and eventually earned the coveted title of Victoria's Secret Angel. With her trademark emerald eyes, sculpted cheekbones, and confident walk, she brought a distinct Mediterranean glow to the lineup. Her time with Victoria's Secret solidified her as one of the top commercial and runway models of her generation. She shot major editorials, appeared on the covers of high-profile magazines, and collaborated with luxury brands including Balmain, Armani, and Chanel Beauty. Expanding beyond modeling, Sara didn't plan to just stay in one lane. She stepped into acting, with roles in films like The Clapper, and appearances in music videos and commercials that show her range beyond still photography. Her projects often lean toward stylish, character-driven storytelling, a voice and a presence. One of the most compelling things about Sara is how outspoken she is about boundaries in the modeling industry. She has openly discussed body image pressures, the right to refuse nudity, and the importance of consent on set. That honesty made her a strong voice for models navigating an industry that often blurs lines. She's also active in charity initiatives and frequently uses her platform to support causes related to mental health, animal welfare, and social justice. A global icon with Portuguese roots. Despite her huge international success, Sara stays connected to her heritage. She often talks about her love for Porto, her family, and the pride she carries representing Portugal on global stages. She's one of the few Portuguese models to reach true international supermodel status, and she opened the door for younger talents from her country. Sara Sampaio, the Portuguese muse who redefined modern glamour. Sara Sampaio's rise from the sunlit streets of Porto to the world's most coveted runways reads like a perfectly paced fashion fairy tale. Yet behind the editorials, the lingerie wings, and the high-gloss campaigns lies a story shaped by discipline, resilience, and a quiet but powerful sense of self. Early life. A dream that started small. Growing up in Portugal, Sara wasn't raised in a place overflowing with opportunities for aspiring models. She was a shy kid by nature, known more for her academic discipline and calm temperament than for any early ambitions of global fame. Still, there was something undeniably magnetic about her presence. When she entered the 2007 Cabello's Pantene contest on a whim, she didn't imagine it would change her life. Winning that competition didn't just give her early visibility. It gave her a glimpse into a world much bigger than her own. Breaking into the global circuit, transitioning from local shoots to international campaigns is a leap that many aspiring models never get to make. Sara pushed through with a combination of professionalism and stubborn will. She relocated, auditioned, got rejected, tried again, and slowly carved out space for herself in New York's brutal lineup of new faces. Her first big breaks came in the form of major beauty campaigns. Those early shoots showed her ability to balance softness with intensity, a look photographers quickly fell in love with. Then came booking after booking. From high-end fashion editorials to commercial roles that introduced her to the global mainstream. The Victoria's Secret breakthrough joining Victoria's Secret was the catalyst that launched her into global superstardom. The fashion show, infamous for its spectacle, instantly became her yearly spotlight. She walked with a mix of poise and sparkle that made her instantly recognizable among the lineup of angels. In 2015, she officially became a Victoria's Secret angel. That title boosted her into A-list modeling territory, granting her front-row seats to collaborations with some of fashion's biggest names. She became one of the most visible faces of the brand, and her presence helped introduce more international diversity into the angel roster. Crossing into acting success in modeling didn't trap her in one identity. Curious and eager to explore new forms of expression, Sara started taking acting roles. One of her early appearances was in the film The Clapper, 2017, where she embraced the challenge of performing in front of a moving camera rather than a still one. Though still selective about her roles, she's continued to branch into entertainment, choosing projects that feel creatively fulfilling rather than high profile for the sake of visibility. Advocacy. The power of speaking up in an industry notorious for silence and pressure, Sara's voice stands out. She has been notably outspoken about body shaming, unrealistic beauty standards, and boundaries in modeling. She publicly addressed the taboo around refusing nudity on set, pushing conversations about consent and professionalism in the fashion world. Her transparency helped humanize an industry that often hides its harsh realities. Fans and fellow models alike admire her for showing that glamour and self-respect can coexist. Life beyond the flashbulbs. Despite her celebrity, Sara keeps parts of her personal life grounded. She talks openly about anxiety, self-care, and the importance of stepping back from the spotlight when needed. She balances career demands with time spent in Portugal, where she reconnects with family, traditional food.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.